are now on to the next break. Right now, it is going to be...
It's the snake.
The snake. Alrighty, let's see how many times we are going to randomize it for this snake. 7 times. 7 times on this randomization. There we go.
Not brought to me by... What? That was old Sauté's idea.
We are going to be getting into this snake right now. Let's get it started with Brett Bain with the first pick. Brett with the Chargers.
Shocker.
Next up is King Julian. With the Bengals. Next up, Big Joe. The Dolphins.
Another shocker.
Then Lucas.
Hey, Dolphin Joe finally got the Dolphins in a break or in a snake wrap.
Lucas with the Eagles.
It's happened like one time, and every time I think about it, and I want to say something, but it's either they're not available or
Well, they're gonna go fast.
Dougie Fresh. Yeah, you got to think the fins are going 3 or 4 in almost every snake. Night, Harry. We will see you Wednesday. Doug with the Vikings. Next up is Chris. Chris with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, followed by Mr. CEO. Mr. CEO with the Kansas City Chiefs. Next up is Tom with back-to-backs. That's Big T Diesel with the Broncos and Packers. Alrighty, Mr. CEO.
Flying through this one.
Yeah, we are moving.
I jinxed it, but someone's gonna lose the internet or something now.
Mr. CEO with Washington. And now Chris. Chris with the Rams. Followed by Lucas.
You mean Dougie?
Or sorry, Dougie. My mistake. Indianapolis Colts for Dougie. And now Lucas is up.
This might be our fastest snake yet.
Why you keep trying to jinx it like that?
I'm not trying to jinx it. I'm trying to keep him on pace. You know, let him know.
I don't think anything could really beat that one MLB that we did.
So in like 5 minutes.
It was so fast.
Yeah. Lucas with America's former team, the Dallas Cowboys. And Big Joe.
That's a big statement right there.
What?
Cowboys are America's former team.
Yeah, the Bills took it from him on national TV on Thanksgiving Thanksgiving Thursday.
I don't think so, but okay.
I feel like everyone loves the Bills.
Well,
Big Joe with the Steelers.
Dolphin Joe definitely doesn't, but
That's true. He does not.
I would speculate that it's very hard to hate the Bills because we've been so bad for so long. Just wait till we start winning.
King Julian. Yeah, then they'll like really start hating Bills fans.
Exactly.
Because some of us are animals. King Julian up next with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then Double B Brett with back-to-backs.
How long ago does the lighting tables on fire and jumping through them thing go? Like 7 years, right? At least.
Yeah, right around then probably.
Because that I legitimately was watching an old episode of Ridiculousness for no reason and saw that, and it was like, wow, when was this made? And it was 2013.
Brett Bain with the Ravens and the Jets. Next up, King Julian. With the 49ers of San Francisco, followed by Big Joe. I agree with Brett Bain. Dougie Fresh.
No, next year they're just going to go number one, probably. I would imagine.
Yep. Dolphin Joe with the Raiders.
I wonder when 2021 cards come out. Probably right after the draft, right? Or soon after.
Next up, Lucas. The Buffalo Bills. Then Dougie Fresh. Detroit. And then Chris. The Arizona Cardinals.
But Chris just said cards. You can't just claim all the rest of the cards.
Of course,
you have
Jan.
to pick a team.
Mr. CEO up next.
Don with the classic overly literal interpretation.
I'm sorry, it's late, we're doing a snake. I get chatty during the snakes, you know?
You do. I love a chatty Jan.
I do too. I'm just
The Seattle Seahawks for Mr. CEO.
pulling his chain.
And then Big T Diesel with the next two.
What we need a late night theme for when I start getting chatty.
I feel like somebody should be stumbling in that theme.
The Patriots is his first one, and the Browns are his second one. Followed by Mr. CEO. I gotta say, I'm shocked the Bears are still there.
Other than Komet?
Mr. CEO with the Saints.
Who do they have other than Komet?
I feel like Komet's worth it. I think he's going to be an absolute animal of a tight end.
He could be. Definitely has the potential.
Maybe not with the Bears full time, but he might want to leave there because they don't have a quarterback. But Chris takes the Bears.
They were involved in like every QB trade talk, but never pulled the trigger.
Dougie Fresh up next. Dougie Fresh with the Titans, and Mr. CEO letting me know that tight ends are not that valuable. Lucas up next.
Oh, Bears quarterback situation just made me cringe a little bit. Andy Dalton and Nick Foles.
Not ideal for
No.
Lucas with the Houston Texans.
I think I have renewed respect for AJ Green after seeing what Dalton did post having him.
Yeah, but I think Dalton was also older. I think Andy Dalton was a solid quarterback at the start. I thought he was going to actually be all right for Dallas last year. I was surprised by that. Big Joe up next.
He's only 33, though. You don't expect him to just lose it.
Joe Flacco lost it.
Was Flacco ever really that good? Or was he carried by that team?
Big Joe, Carolina. I mean, he carried that team to the Super Bowl. Like, his playoff performance was like one of the best playoff performances by a QB all time. King Julian.
But wasn't the 2011 Ravens defense like top 5 all time too? Or whenever that was?
King Julian with the Giants, leaving Brett with the Falcons. We will get that loaded in and get started with this, the 2020 select, as soon as we get that loaded in. Alrighty, we are ready to go here with the select Hobby Age 2 1-box snake. Looks like our last break of the night, but don't worry, we have a new ending in store for y'all. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we definitely have some thick cards over on that side. And right off the bat, we have James Morgan of the JETS, Jets. That's going to be going to Brett. Doug, I would agree with you. They're making it sound like Pitts is like the second coming of God. Derrick Henry. Then we have a Joey B right there going to King Julian.
That's a nice looking card, too.
It sure is. That is a Joe Burrow club level. There we go to King Julian. Followed up by a red Michael Pittman Jr. That's going to be going to Dougie Fresh. That 24 out of 49. Brett, that really is no pressure at all right there. Thanks for that. I appreciate the consideration there. Next up, we have an AJ Dillon, followed by a Baker Mayfield.
He's trying to bribe the card gods.
We have Jake Luton RC, followed by a Jerry Jeudy RC. That Jake Luton going to King Julian, and the Jerry Jeudy going to Big T, followed by More Than a Thielen going to the Vikings and Dougie Fresh. Looks like we have a gold coming up here. That gold's going to be out of 10. Let's see who it is.
Who is it? I'm hyped.
And it is Michael Thomas of the Saints out of 10. And that going to Mr. CEO.
What?
Number 6 out of 10. The gold disco prism. Then we have a LaMichael Perrine RC, followed by an Austin Jackson. That's a thick boy, and that's the disco right there, or silver disco right there. LaMichael Perrine Premier level and Austin Jackson.
Number 2 sold for $66.
$66 on that Michael Thomas. Then we have a Jeff Okudah RC. That Jeff Okudah going to Dougie Fresh, followed by a Herbie going to Brett Brain. Not the Herbie he wanted, but not a bad one at all to get.
What one is that?
That is the concourse level Herbert. Followed up by a Mike Vrabel. Then we're going to have a blue out of 25. That's going to be a Tyler Johnson. And that is going to...
That's between 50 and 70.
Nice. That Tyler Johnson going to Chris. Followed by a Jake Fromm of the Bills. RC going to Lucas. And a Mitchell Trubisky of the Bears going to Chris. All right, we've got a thick card in here.
See, without a round, When the Saints Go Marching In, it's not a great song.
Starting off with Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs. That's going to be the Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs going to Mr. CEO. And that is a concourse level, followed by the T. Higgins RC going to King Julian. And that is a concourse level as well. Followed by the Melvin Gordon Disco. That's going to be going to Big T. Ben Roethlisberger and Drew Brees Silver. And our last card of the evening is going to be a Jalen Hurts RP rookie patch auto. Boom, boom, boom. That's going to Lucas. And that is 15 out of 25. Alrighty, let's run through some of these veteran hits. We have Drew Brees, Melvin Gordon Jr., and Patrick Mahomes. Our rookies, we have Jeff Okudah of the Lions going to Doug. Austin Jackson of the Dolphins going to Dolphin Joe. Jake Luton of the Jags going to King Julian. And James Morgan of the Jets going to Brett.
Oh my.
Some more rookies.
Is that the Silver Disco Prism out of 25?
It is, sir.
That would be the last one that sold for $895 2 days ago.
Whew. T. Higgins out. T. Higgins going to King Julian. Jake Fromm going to Lucas. The blue Tyler Johnson out of 25 going to Tom Brady, or Tampa Bay with Tom Brady and Chris. LaMichael Perrine going to Brett. Jerry Jeudy going to Big T Diesel, and AJ Dillon going to the Big T with the Packers. Alrighty, our featured cards. We have a red Michael Pittman Jr. 24 out of 49 going to Doug. Then we have Justin Herbert. That is a concourse level going to Brett. The Joey B concourse club level going to King Julian. And the Michael Thomas 6 out of 10. We are going to mag that up. That is going to Mr. CEO with the Saints.
He's going to have a big bounce back year, if I had to guess, this year.
And then our final hit of this evening is the Jalen Hurts rookie patch auto. There we go.
Whew. Huge hit.
That is the end of the Select Hobby Hybrid box.